Yeah. Woke up in the morning and to God be the glory. Thankful for another day to tell my story. Put my opinions in the universe and let them orbit. I'm from the dirty south with a dirty mouth, might need orbit. Miss things on me like a nigga Norbit. Had to refuse them cause my bitch no refusion, she gorgeous. As I dap my sons up and kiss my daughter forehead. Tell them we gon' get this money till my pockets morbid. Remember living in apartments, now we playing mortgage. You ain't gotta like a nigga regardless, baby, I'm blessed. And I keep that blick with me, we like grits and eggs. As you sip your coffee, flick your cigarette and let a nigga vent. Yeah.
We back. We back. Grits and Eggs Podcast, episode 64. I'm Deontay Kaba, who's behind the camera.
Big Ice Cup Cat.
Hey, man. We ain't gonna do all the frills, nigga. You know where the email is and where to do the submissions. We got a very special guest in the building today.
Ow!
One of the flyest niggas that ever exists. But we gotta call him in. Big Cat, call him in.
Nigga.
The genie, Trinidad James' dad, is in the building.
Hey,
how
what's
we
going
doing,
on,
man?
gentlemen? How are you?
We're doing good, man.
Doing great.
Thank you for coming. We here at Homework, formerly
Man,
Ginza, where it all
beautiful,
started.
man. This is beautiful. I thought about this 13 years ago. It took me 13 years to be doing the things I want to do, which is like community stuff, but like with purpose that's lucrative and like it looked good.
Yeah.
It's dope to be able to just like accomplish great things like what you're already doing inside of my spot, what this spot means to me. Just the history. I love history so much more now. I appreciate it much more now.
Yeah.
Compared to living so much in the moment, how I appreciate history.
Yeah, because you're making it. Yeah.
So talk about it.
Yeah.
But what's good?
Man, it's all good, bro. We
Everything.
just,
Goddamn it.
life is good. Everything's good.
Grits and eggs is good too.
Hey.
I'll let him talk to him.
Oh,
There,
man.
you
Waffle
better
House,
let him
give
know.
These niggas a sponsorship.
Hey.
What?
It's gonna happen.
Hey, look.
If he said it.
Hey, look.
Come on, man.
And we already in collaboration with the Grits and Eggs Breakfast Kitchen. It's only right.
It's only
Go
right. man.
corporate on these niggas.
We open on Sundays, but
So let's talk about just, you said the 13 years to get here, but when you was working in this building,
yeah.
how does it feel to be in ownership of a place that you used to be an employee of?
It's honestly, I'm still building it. Like I'm still building out just my ecosystem I already had, but now I felt like my ecosystem had no heartbeat. And now the heartbeat of my ecosystem is back.
Yeah.
And it's just been great, kind of like building on that heart.
Yeah.
Because I built out this amazing ecosystem where it's like, I'm appearing over here, I'm magical over here, I'm majestic over here.
Yeah.
But the core of it is conflicted. And then being back home and then this portal, because I kind of call this place a portal, it's allowed me to just really lock in on the heart of my ecosystem, man.
Right.
And that's been great. Like this, we're literally in a place where like right there to the right is where I wrote All Go Everything, like sitting right there. With my guy JR, he's Haitian from Brooklyn. He's sitting right there at our desk. Like I wrote All Go Everything right there. Like right there. It changed so many things, bro. Like think about how in the genuine part of your heart, think about how high regard you hold me and we didn't grow up together. Based off of something
fact.
I wrote right there at work. You know what I'm saying? This place is magical.
Yeah.
A lot of times we run away from home to just be prideful, just to show that, I can run away from home. But when you become logical and you understand what really matters, when you really want to build something that's long lasting after like we don't last, bro, you got to come back home.
You got to go back home. Yeah, and naturally too, like I'm going through some of those transitions too, where it's like I dipped. I took the show on the road. Like I want to go see what this world can give me.
Amen.
And it's
Me
like
too.
the higher you go up, it's like it's good. You got these people around you that really know you, that'll keep you rooted, keep you grounded. But it's also like no better feeling than building it with them. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's checks and balances for sure. Like they ain't letting me get away with the asshole stuff. Like I can think who I am, whoever I want to be. But I got my man's right here. He going, man, remember who
His
you
name
are.
is Big Ice, bro.
Big
like,
Ice.
It's not happening.
Yeah, nah, not with Big Cat behind the bill.
Down, right? You cool the fuck down. All right, mister? Take it down a couple.
So Algo everything was like, this is polarizing, right? Like this is you at your job, you got this dream, and we all kind of sit on the clock hoping that like one day we can make it off. Like I told people before this thing started, I was like, watch, I'm gonna talk my way out the matrix. Like I'm gonna yap my way right out the matrix.
Right.
And so a year later to have done it, it's amazing. So I know that you caught a lot of like criticism early on in your career just for you're extremely eccentric. Mm-hmm. But I want to put a pin in that because you were the first eccentric ATL nigga in that generation. And after you, we get the Young Thugs and we get the Lil Uzi Verts and things like that. But it seemed like everybody tried to harp down and like criticize you, overly critical of you for how you expressed yourself. Right. And you kind of, you blended the lines of like what it meant for Southern men and masculinity. And also you have a Caribbean background. So that's got to be difficult as well. And they just kind of tried to treat you like the stepchild. So how did that feel to be introduced to your dream with so much like flack and criticism?
It grow you up fast, bro. You know, that's the first thing I'm gonna tell you. I truly don't believe that no one could walk in my shoes because a lot of the things that you mentioned, like, I mean, they all affected me. I handled it like a G, right? Right. Whatever that's supposed to fucking mean. Right. But I felt every emotion of people who I built so much good rapport with before fame to change on me when fame came. And I was like, damn, like, you don't remember me? Because I'm the same person I've always been. Because I was always pretty good with me. Once I figured out fashion and my style, like the universe kind of like, it aligned because it was something I'm walking in. Like the reason, once again, why you hold me in high regard, if we just talking fashion, however, is because the person that I'm walking with is aligned with how I look. A lot of times we're looking for so many aspects of, we are a Rubik's Cube. So you'll have one side of you all the way complete, all red, but then this part is jumbled. And we're working on completing our Rubik's Cube. Our body, our mind, our spirit is a Rubik's Cube. And you know, to get it all the way, complete all the way, like, I mean, bro, what are we talking about, right? Yeah. That's some Matrix ass shit. Yeah, that's the Matrix you refer to.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? For me, it's kind of one of those things where I never been doubted before I got into music. And I was like, what is this doubt thing, man? Right. Like, why am I being doubted? Like, do you know that I am not from this country? Do you know the things that I've had to go through to get here and to make it to where we're at? Right. And I am for the people. Like, absolutely. My favorite consumer are the everyday working people. That's my favorite consumer. That's why I could come and do a shop right here in the underground of Atlanta, right here with the everyday working people. And I'm here. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate it because it's not about being better than somebody just because your situation is in a better place. It's more of like, what I want to accomplish is building a healthy ecosystem for people to get jobs based off of art. Yeah. Art-driven craft, you know, like art-driven trade. You know, is like being a painter should mean more. Right?
You talking my language, bro.
Right?
That's like, why the set
being a rapper is incredible.
No, that's great.
Being a painter should also be
because that's actual magic.
Like, what are we talking about?
Bro, that's why like my background in my studio is all black artists. And fire. You know, I come from the blue collar work, like driving trucks. Yeah. And so I'm a big advocate for blue collar work and just hard work. It'll teach you everything you need to know before you arrive at whatever your creative destination is, right? So it taught me how to talk to people and talk to people all over this country, right? You know what I mean? All races of people, all classes of people, because you go out and you representing yourself. The idea is that you represent the country, the company, but my idea is I represent myself, right? Yeah, and so when we going out and now we in this position where like we are achieving success, we are reaching new heights, but I already know how to talk to these people. Amen. I already know how to get down with these people. I don't look down on these people. I actually look up to a lot of them. Right. You know, so when we talking about like artists and like highlighting artists and helping people like, I don't know, like come into like that identity of like, everybody's creative, especially black people. Black people, we gonna create some shit out of nothing. But you did say that I held you in a high regard in fashion, but I do want to say that Don't Be Safe is one of the most well-produced lyrical albums that came out that year, 2013, when it finally released. I know it was a mixtape first, and I was hip. But the official release 2013, Females Welcome. We talking about the first rap song that blended EDM into
Southern...
it. I was like, this nigga be in the quad.
In the quad, bro.
I'm already knowing. I already know my man Baz be
That's
down
how
in the
I learned
quad.
to pop Molly, bro. In the quad, bro.
Shit.
Like, what? Like, come on,
Hey,
man.
the Molly was so good, you had to write a lyric about it.
Yeah, honestly, the most beautiful thing about music when I was like kind of like doing homework and like, okay, I wanted to be an artist, my own artist. And I'm listening, paying attention to everything that I'm studying, from interviews to going to people's show just to study.
Yeah.
or whatever, not even to enjoy it. Like, I'm looking at it like a psychopath.
It's like market research.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? To see, because I only want to be in situations that I could bring value. The only reason I'm still here, the only reason I was able to even get in this thing that we're in is because I bring value.
Right.
That's the only type of people on earth that progress, are valuable people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so I say that to say that being able to start there when it comes like with Don't Be Safe, like to be doubted when you don't know what your value is a really scary place to be in.
Talk about that.
And the reason why I say that to you is because that's exactly where I was at when everybody was starting to find out about me. Of not understanding my own value and then getting doubted like I had already killed somebody.
Yeah.
And
I think, to be honest, a lot of the criticism was just unfair. And it's like, to me, it was unwarranted. And to me also, this was like, have y'all listened to this tape? Y'all can't have listened to this tape. So if we judging this man off of All Go Everything, and I know 20 rappers right now that would die for an All Go Everything, then what are we talking about? I know niggas right now that'll die for an All Go Everything.
Right. Today.
Right now. But
I just died.
I think that also too, there was never a character or a gimmick involved in this. I think everybody was extremely aware that this is exactly who Trinidad James is. Right. So I want to talk about, because you did mention, being an immigrant and the things coming up into that. And then I know that you went to South Atlanta High School, but I also know like you go from that black ass high school to a damn near all white school. Amen. So you are like thrown into these extremes, and then to make it and then be thrown into these other extremes and the extremes of doubt for sure. And then a culture that you would appreciate basically turning its back on you. How do we get to All Go Everything? Who is Trinidad James as an immigrant to America at South Atlanta High School, and then the other school you go to, I believe in South Carolina, correct?
Yep, South Carolina. I went to White Knoll High School in South Carolina. It was so white they called it White Knoll.
God damn, crazy. It's the whitest school in America.
From the blackest school, South Atlanta High School, to White Knoll High School in South Carolina. But no, you said something just a second ago about being thrown into these unfair experiences. I think that my dad, without even, I wouldn't say his best parenting, but the parenting he knew. My dad has always been, just throw him in the water, he'll figure out how to swim. Right. Without teaching me how to swim. And, those type of experiences are traumatizing. But when you don't die, he's like, well, I guess I figured out how to swim. Yeah. I passed this test. Those things add a lot of pride to you. And I guess like mental fortitude. But it also, it kind of like, it affects your emotions towards people, towards self, of like not understanding your value. Like your value is warranted on the wrong connotation. When it's like your value should be established by what you've earned from what you've done, based on what you've had to go through. Right. Right. And it's two sides of value that I say all that to say, to get to your question of how you get to all go everything being thrown around is like Pops set me on this mindset of you're gonna always have to figure it out by yourself. So eliminated me thinking about team. Anytime I've ever like got into like a team type of thing, it's kind of me like I'm my own business I'm like my own team within their team. Because I'm my own person. I've always been that way because of the way I had to grow up being an immigrant and just being in super survival mode for like, those first 15, 16 years of my life, I was in super survival mode.
Yeah.
That just, it makes, when you're in that mode and then you transfer over into, all right, cool, I'm figuring out how to live. Or I'm figuring out how to earn in a more like peaceful way. That's still a adjustment. And then, okay, cool. Now I'm locked into like, this is my first dream, referring to being in the store and running a store.
Right.
Where I started off as a sales associate, then in 2 months ended up getting thrown into having to run it because the person who got me the job ended up robbing the place and left.
Yeah.
And so it was like, you're going to do his spot, take his spot. And just stepping up to the plate. I've been stepping up to the plate my whole life.
Yeah.
Whether I wanted to or not.
Right.
And those are the responsibilities that you get asked or get thrown upon you. Once again, something else thrown at you. It ain't even a black or white thing. It's just as a person.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's even
yeah.
a man or woman thing because this happens to everybody.
Right.
How you show it, how you deal with it on camera, to me, is what makes you a star. I felt like the stars that we adorn, half of the bad things that had to go through from business to family to friends, you wouldn't know until now we finding out everybody's tea and everybody's dirty laundry and stuff like that in real time behind the scenes. But like, bro, think about how gracefully Whitney Houston, performed and did what she had to do, when she can't just holding it together, having to deal with mental of so many people wanting something from her.
Right.
Michael Jackson, like Prince, like all the days that they walked where we looked at them as heroes when they was going through it.
Right.
It takes a certain type of, like I said, people can't walk in my shoes because you get to all go everything because I'm paying attention to everything that's happening to me because I'm having a different experience than a normal American. I'm having an immigrant experience in America, around Americans.
Right.
And I'm enjoying it, but the consequences are different for us. So if you get in trouble, you get a slap on the wrist, blah, 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 blah. I get in trouble, I get 2 strikes.
Yeah, because you got to.
Boom.
And then you add, we know we a long time removed, both of us, from that trapping life, but you risking that every day.
So that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
It's just crazy.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
To put that out there. But once again, super survival mode. Super survival mode is when you click off logic and you have to trust only gut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, don't tell me about logic. I'm doing what keeps me alive.
All instinct.
Instinct.
It's all instinct.
And so all those experiences of me having to do that consistently in it feels like in every facet of my life, when I got thrown into, or when I'm creating the project, I'll Go Everything's the second to last song that I make for Don't Be Safe.
Right.
And for anybody that, is not familiar with Don't Be Safe, the SAFE is an acronym for sensitive as fuck every day. Which was, I get that idea from my ex, who was the first person to like tell me like, man, you always feel some type of way about stuff. But that's just because I have to. I got to pay more attention to everybody around me because people are careless in America because they can. I'm home. If you're home, when you're in your house, you don't care how you sit on the couch.
Yeah.
You don't care. Like,
that's just like drinking. Like if I'm at home, I'm gonna get fucked up.
That's what America.
I ain't gotta drive back.
That's what America is for Americans.
Right.
Whereas like I'm gonna just lay on my America however I want to. That's why you can walk anywhere and you see people just doing what they want. You have people that follow the rules, and you have people that don't follow the rules and do exactly what they want because, hey, this is my crib. You ain't gonna kick me out of here. I'm from here.
Right.
It's different for somebody that's not from here, where you always can be kicked out of the crib.
Absolutely.
Because it ain't your crib.
And then there's a pressure on you being the son, and you have to forge your own path. Like you're charged with forging the American path.
Exactly.
I mean, and now as it stands, I'm sure there's a lot of pride to be taken in that. But in that process,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
this nigga's losing his mind.
We're talking All Go Everything. So all that is in this pen. You know what I'm saying? We're like
You was banking your whole
like-
life on this pen right here.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about it. I am the definition of you have your whole life to write your first album. Because I put everything that I knew at the time up to that point. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I'm like 22, 23.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is in one summer I write all those records. It's not like records from the year before mixed in. It was like, no, that's the
That one summer
of 2012.
you just collected all of that wealth
just
of
like-
experience into that.
just
I
put it
mean,
into
but
it.
the thing is like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Niggas was like, because of how you appeared in the beginning anyway. The genie bandanaed up, froed up, gold teeth, all gold, everything lit, personified.
Right.
And then too, I used to tell people, because when I knew you was from Trinidad, I was like, this nigga is the Big Pimpin' video, like personified nigga.
Right. Oh, that's such a great comparison.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Because they
But-
were in Trinidad when they shot Big Pimpin'.
Exactly. Yeah, man, bro, I be doing the knowledge, my
Yeah,
nigga.
my man.
So-
See? Grits and eggs. Yep.
But I used to like play like Females Welcome or like Madden on GameCube. And I'm like, bro, y'all not listening to this nigga? Like,
You made
this
one of my
nigga is
goals, actually.
spitting, bro. But I think that we're used to like a certain type of lyricism. Like that, the lyricism has to look stale. The rapper has to look very generic. We expect something different from somebody that is eccentric. Yeah, go ahead and get your grill right.
He made me think about it. I was like, oh, I got my grill in my pocket because I wanted to wear. I just got this. My boy
Yo,
Scotty
what
ATL.
is that?
It's like gold Jesus and it got antennas on it.
That shit is fucking crazy.
I love it.
The genie, man.
Yep.
And-
Don't listen to you though. I'm sorry.
No, you good. Nah, I didn't know what was going on with the antennas. That shit threw me all the way off, nigga. Never seen that before. Never seen that before. This nigga's connecting the satellites as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it was like I have a different appreciation for like lyricism and shit like that.
Yes, you do.
Because like
Yes, you do.
my dad being from New York, so my
Hey.
family from New York is
What part?
like Brooklyn.
Hey.
Yeah, and my dad's from Brownsville. So
Okay. then.
and my mom being from the South, I'm growing up in North Carolina, so like I'm in this middle of like I listen to T.I. and Lloyd Banks, nigga. Like I'm all
Yeah,
simultaneously.
I love that.
Yeah.
just random analogy. between
That's what
both
it
of them.
is though. That's like that's my
really good.
medium into rap.
I
Like
love that.
so I think I'm always listening for lyrics. Like I care more about what the person is saying and everything.
Me too.
So you have a lot of production into it. And people may get swayed or distracted by the production, but I'm like, nah, this nigga is rapping though, brother. And it's like, would it be in your debut, I'll go everything, what it's like, the nigga, that part, it's like, they take away from all the other ability that's being showcased
Right.
as just like more of a pop record. And I think that was like just an unfair assessment of who you were. But I think that knowing what the journey was to there, it all clicks for me right now and it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And then I see like post that, the albums that come after that, you kind of rocking with the underdogs, like the people that were creating certain sounds, OG Mako, I Love McConan. These people were also unfairly treated in this industry as well, but like y'all band together, y'all made great music, bro. And so I think outside of like the, you know, the polarizing aspects of it, I wanted to talk fashion because, again, one of the most iconic internet shows, Full Size Run,
Hey.
Matt Welty, Brendan Dunn, y'all had that shit on Smash for Sneakerhead.
Yes.
And that's a very important thing to like me is shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got the Deadbeat ones on right
Oh,
now.
I see it.
So,
I see.
well,
Yo, that's crazy.
I said that just for him.
Yo, that's crazy.
Deadbeat ones is crazy.
Deadbeat ones, bro.
No, my man bought the child's life. I'd never seen that before.
Million up
I'm gonna
front.
pay for the child
Yeah.
up front.
Pay for the child up front.
And still go dunk on the nigga.
Nigga
Still
left,
go dunk.
nah, he left nothing on the tab.
Nah.
Then went out there and bust LeBron ass
Yeah.
first night. Like,
First night. Like,
Posterized.
refund.
how do we get from, first of all, too, I wanted to ask you that because I did just mention my dad. My dad does not understand what I do.
Okay.
Is that like,
Okay.
how did you deal with that? Like, because my dad is like, what do you mean apart? Like, just get a job. Like, you drive trucks. You drive trucks. You
I
got
love this
insurance.
question. I love this question.
You have insurance. You got a whole, like, you got the thing. You got a career. Most people don't even get a career. You got a trade. what the fuck are you talking about? You talk to people online. Like it doesn't make sense to him. And so then when I told him like, yeah, I quit my job, and he was like, you did that?
What?
He started tripping.
Yeah.
I'm 1 year from retirement and you gonna throw all your shit away? I'm like, bro, you was supposed to retire 2 years ago.
Talk about it.
And you won't retire. And I'm taking a chance on myself. And nigga, you talking about insurance? I said, look, you don't have to understand. It's gonna make sense in a minute.
Boom.
Yeah.
I relate with you so much. Your dad is my mom. My dad, that's when we figured it out when I jumped into music because he had a background. He played bass guitar. However, but before then, we could not be on the same page because fashion is the thing that I like did first. Well, sports, then fashion.
Yeah, because you are a true hooper.
And my pops, he a working man. You know, he a real working man. Like, he's the hardest working man I know. I respect him 100 grand. You know, he's been owning his own business for 50 years. You know, that's why I can't work for nobody.
Shout out to the dad of dads.
Shout out to Pops.
That is,
like, come
that's
on,
phenomenal,
man.
brother.
Right?
That's phenomenal.
Like, you know, like that's just who he is, right? And so in the midst of that, our father's faults are the things that make us more powerful because you get a chance to not be anything like them.
Right.
You get a chance to be challenged first from somebody that you care about to show them that you're going to be better than what they think because of their misunderstanding
Absolutely.
of what you're doing.
Absolutely.
My mom, she wasn't as per se as aggressive as your pops, but because of religion, my mom was like, I don't want to know about you dancing with the devil. I don't want to know about you dancing with the devil.
Right.
And, you know, that hurt me because my mom is my dog. My dad is my dad.
Right.
It wasn't until, well, you ain't rocking with me. I'm going to go throw myself over here at my dad. And it's so crazy, man. He had got a stroke. And this is us, you know, getting back up. Like, this is all happened like, boom, last time me and my pops was with each other, we was about to get into it real bad. I think he had a brick in his hand. I had a brick in my hand. He had a bat in his hand in the middle of the street in South Carolina.
Oh, yeah. Y'all was finna get the real
Oh,
Caribbean warfare
like,
going.
it was war. War,
It's like
bro.
real Caribbean warfare
Like-
right there. Just whatever you can find.
Like, hey, man, that's that alpha male shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big energy matcher type of person
Yeah.
compared to like trying to start something or come from a place of malice. Like
Just wherever you at with it, I'm gonna meet you there.
you know what I'm saying? Even when I shouldn't, that's the issue.
Yeah.
When I should is great because I'm ready for it. When I shouldn't, man, can't calm myself down, or whatever, is like it's a mind fuck because it's like, damn, should I choke this motherfucker or not? But anyways, that's how me and my pop left off in this warfare thing. And then the next time I'm seeing him, it's like, boom, I get in the call, he had a stroke. Right? So it's like, you know how that feels. Like,
Yeah, I do. Because the same thing happened with my mom.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, damn, now I'm that son, right? Mind you, my pops, he got kids. So it ain't like it's just me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So by the time I show up, he's back outside working again. Because he's just like, if he don't work,
That's the
he
ethic.
actually will
Die.
die.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Because the thing that I don't know if it's this country or what, but the thing that happened to our father and father's fathers is that it like programmed them, if not tricked, into the only way to show value is through hard work.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot. The only thing that's valued is your body.
Yeah.
And what you can do with that body.
Exactly. Oh,
And-
you can hit this hammer, John Henry, 1,000,000 times. Now you a man.
Yeah, and
Right.
we are of the generation, because I'm 34. Same age,
Same
right?
age.
We come from the millennial is like, I've seen what my fathers did with their bodies. I've seen what my grandfathers did with their bodies. And I want to see what I can do with my mind.
Yeah.
And my
And
mouth.
I went through the body stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
me
we did the
personally,
body stuff.
I went through the body
yeah.
stuff.
No, I
or
was
whatever.
good on that. I was
Yeah,
super
it's
cool
like,
on that.
Now I'm at the place where it's like, hey, I'm
The
only
mind is where the
working
magic is, man.
Come on.
The mind is where the magic is.
And that's where the misunderstanding comes with parent to you now, right?
Yeah.
And so with my pops, I get there on the stroke. He's back working. I'm like, man, what the hell is wrong with you? But I understand it at the same time because now I've been through so many things with my friends and like just serious things. I'm like, yo, if I could forgive my friends for the things that we've fallen out about. I definitely can let my dad, whatever, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
even need you no more.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is before music pops. Like, I got to show my dad my music. Corey Davis is a tattoo artist, painter here from Atlanta.
Absolutely.
He saw me in MJQ, the old MJQ, and whatever outfit I had on, something genie-like,
Yeah.
whatever, because it's who the fuck I am.
I'm glad you feel like you took right onto that too. Because we
bro, I
was talking
couldn't
about
even-
it like this is how we joke, but I was like, that nigga actually cool as a motherfucker. Like, we gonna put this clip out. Hopefully, bro, fuck with it. Cause
it was one of those things where somebody sent it to me and I was just like, it's New York, bro. It's like I do be popping up. People say it all the time. Like, it ain't like that's who I am. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's just
nah,
like,
my nigga, you disappeared. We did not know where you went,
I just got a question. Where did you go? Where the hell did you go?
No, bro, you literally went to the ether, my nigga. Like,
you know how a lot of artists always make it they make it a thing to arrive, so you know how they arrive.
Right.
So it's always like some truck waiting. However, I move with people who we park regular so we can get out or
Got
whatever.
you.
So you don't know how I'm coming.
Gotcha.
So
I got
it's
you. I
different.
got you.
Like we be parked right there on the street. Like,
And you
like
just
a
left.
normal car.
Yeah, just got in the car.
peeled
just
out.
And
left.
I'll pull off in a normal car. I don't have to pull off in a truck. Like I'll pull off in my buddy's this car or something that's like
Yeah.
low key just to get out.
Right.
Because I want to get out without people understanding I left.
No,
Because it
that's
feels like I'm still there.
That's smart.
You know what I mean? People tell people like, oh man, you know, Trinidad James. I've been left, but like you don't know that.
Yeah.
So my presence was so felt when I arrived
Got you.
that if I never tell you that I left, I'm still there.
No, that's genius.
The genius of the genie, man.
Hey, listen.
Nigga doing Irish goodbyes.
Irish goodbye is crazy.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
That
That's
is.
exactly what it is.
Hey man, I'm telling you, man, I'm the multicultural knowledge over here,
I love
brother.
that. I love that so much.
The thing is, the funnier thing is this too. My mom, same. There.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You changed the energy. You made me laugh. I had to change it. I wanted to see your eyes again.
No, you know, I appreciate that. I was wondering where the eyes went. The funnier thing about my mom is like my mom was always super supportive of my creativity. She kind of made a deal with me like when I was in 11th grade. She was like, if you just graduate high school, we're good. She's like, keep drawing, keep rapping, whatever. Because I played like one of my first raps for her, and she was like, you're too smart to cuss this much.
Right.
But it was also like my mom's not super religious. She was in church more for her mother.
Right.
My grandmother was a super religious person.
Right.
But so me and my mom always kind of had that thing. She was like, just be creative and stay out of trouble.
Right.
So then I get 18, 19, and she like, nigga, if I could just keep you out of jail, we'd be good. Like me and you would be good. That goes back to that thing at home. I'm experiencing things that you couldn't have experienced because the stakes were higher, right?
Yeah.
So I was playing with my life for real. Like, I'm just in
It's
jail.
America. I'm gonna lay on the floor.
Yeah, nigga, I'm just
I'm
cool and
kissing
like,
wherever.
I'm gonna go to the county for 60 days. No big deal.
It's the county.
I'll be back on the bullshit when I get out.
Come on.
But my dad was always like, what are you doing out there? Like, you're just wasting your goddamn life.
Hell
What
yeah.
are you doing?
What are you doing?
Again, disappointment. This is kind of what whipped me into shape. I had a kid, but my dad was just kind of looking at me like,
Yeah.
like
Like,
ill,
damn,
nigga. Like,
right?
ill, nigga.
Yeah,
I
like
did all
what?
this. I worked this hard for you to be a fuck up. Like, golly. And so
Feel
it like all those things. And then too, you know, naturally, even at his age now, he's like 63. He's supposed to retire, but I have so much pride in the fact that like he just won't stop. And it's not a thing of like he's breaking down. You know, he's had health scares and things like that.
Yeah.
But it actually just transforms what it means to me to work. Like, okay, I just have gifts that he didn't have, right? His thing was football.
Yeah.
When that didn't pan out, it's just like, all right, I'm a big nigga. I'm gonna do security.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bounce niggas up. Like he told me, like, we was staying with him and he was working 3 jobs. So this is where the grits and eggs thing come from. Just struggle. Like, he's like, look, man, I ain't cooked, man. Whip you up some grits and eggs, you be all right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Those
Right.
days, those
That's
formative
hard.
days.
That's hard.
And this is a time of like, oh, I have to take care of myself. And now I got 2 siblings and shit too. So he was like, man, you know, I got that 3rd job at that club just to beat niggas up. He's like, I gotta take my frustration out on these
I
niggas.
love
And he
that.
said the Mexicans, they like to get rowdy.
Yeah, they just like to fight.
They like to
catch
get
fades.
drunk. He was like, so it was never no thing of like the police or
Yeah.
anybody calling the cops. Like they can't call the cops. Niggas
Yeah, oh
get deported.
my God.
He's like, so
That's such a crazy way to
no,
start.
my
fights.
pop like logically went through anger management, like life anger management. Like
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
beat Saturday, Sunday. I get to beat niggas up.
Let's go.
Go back to the college on Monday
That's
and
great.
start it all over. But it's like I took a lot of pride in that. So to take the leap, whether he understood it or not, you know, and my mom not here to understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know she would have been rooting me on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I know with him, it's like he one of those people I gotta prove it to. So like we got the meet and greet coming. I'm inviting him to the meet and greet. He gonna bug out. Like, nigga, people paid to see you? You? Nigga?
Yeah.
This is lit. Like he love that shit.
Of course.
But he just like, I can't wrap my mind around it.
Yeah.
So I think too, to parallel something you said, I didn't have any guides on like how I would land here. I had a lot of examples of things I didn't want to be.
Right.
So I was always combating that. But I think the thing is like, when I kind of took on his challenge of like, bro, just work hard, like put your head down and work hard. It's like, well, my head up, but I'm working hard as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And and then I like just find my God into that space of like, I get to be creative. I get to sit down with people that I admire and fucking just, you know what I'm saying, do my thing.
Amen.
And this shit is love. And it's like, same thing for you. Like you work your way back to where you started from a position of like, yeah, the Sorrel Reds right in the background. Nigga, we working with Saucony now. We doing our thing.
Yeah, man. Nah, it's you like that connection between parent and artist creative, like your mom, your dad. Like my dad, he picked up my mom and never. It's really interesting to hear you talk about your mom because my mom was the same way. My first hustle was selling throwback jerseys and fake Jordans. And she gave me the start money.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
hard.
my dad, they had just split up or whatever. My parents got divorced. And she was back in the A. I was in South Carolina. And I found a plug. He drove an Acura, like a 2000, like actually the year 2000, 99.
Yeah.
Like a 98 Acura. Boom, selling jerseys and stuff. Boom, I was buying them. And he was like, damn, man, you getting fresh every week. Boom, you should sell this shit on some real paid in full type shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, boom. she gives me the money to start it, man. And like, I always remember that. Like, it's $500. But like, that was $500 she had to like really hustle up to just support an art dream. And with my pops, he couldn't see that.
Yeah.
And I'm right there living with him. But then when things turned into music, I go see him for the stroke, boom, boom, boom. At the same time, my boy Corey Davis, who's a tattoo artist painter here in Atlanta, he'll see me in MJQ. He was like, man, I want to shoot a picture of you. How whatever, boom, boom. And I was like, hey man, I'm actually working on music. He invited me over to listen to the music. He loved the music. He said, I want to shoot your cover. He shoot my cover. And when I pull up on my pops, when he's going through the stroke situation, he's back outside a little bit when we're working. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with you? I get the cover. He sent me the cover. He's like, hey, I just finished your cover. I was like, yo, Pops, check this out. Whatever, I'm doing music. I show him the cover. And I had never seen my Pops light up like that for any of my ideas until that day. And from that day on, no matter when the whole world has turned against me, because that's happened to me, my Pops didn't. You know, so my own mama didn't even know how to hold me down because she just didn't know how to hold me down.
Right.
She's held me down so much. And that's the transfer of being parents. It's like, hey, you can't always be there at the same time as the other parent is there, but be there when they can't be there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's great parenting.
Yeah.
Because when you're an adult, it ain't about all that 10-year-old bullshit. It's about like, as a man, as a woman, yo, did you come through for me when I needed you right now? Just emotionally.
The showing up part.
They're just showing up.
Yeah.
Like, and my pops every single time has showed up for me emotionally when nobody else could do it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, you know, it's a great thing. He was on my project, actually, Father Figure. He's on the intro. He done a couple songs on there, a couple skits on there. That's Brother Joe. You know, my brother got one of those type of Brother Joe. He's a Christian man. Brother Joe.
Brother Joe.
You know, I was like, what? When we had to start calling him that, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But it's amazing though, because he just he's still crazy, the crazy man that I know, and this holy man that it's become, but he's also being able to take both of it and use his inexperience and the bad times to be able to say more. To like, it's crazy. Like when you trust your gut as a parent, trust your gut as a man or a woman, period, and you have the right intention, how your words actually hit even harder.
Absolutely.
You know, and so it's been beautiful, man.
Man, shout out to parents, bro. I'm
Right?
a dad of 3, and if my sons or my daughter talk about me in this fashion one day, I know I did what I was supposed to do, bro.
Come on, man.
How many siblings you got?
Oof. I got 4 brothers, 4 sisters.
Damn.
Damn, Ice.
So ghetto, bro.
Damn.
Damn.
Shit, you put a little ant on the back. Like, nigga, you put reverb on your dance. Nigga put reverb on this shit. Damn, it ain't even no effect. This nigga his own effect. He pressed his own button. Fuck. That's how I felt. Just like that.
Shit.
That's how Pop's getting busy, son.
Oh, God.
Hey, if you go 9,
Yeah.
if you go 9, one of them got to be a genie. Like, that just is what it is.
Nah, and yo, it's so crazy.
Shaking the dice.
You know,
You
it's
mean?
so crazy. It's so crazy you say that, man, because
Son, if you put out another pair of glasses, I'm going to burst into flames. God.
you gotta put him on flames, and the camera gotta go to like a black brother on flames.
James. So I think about this journey of like blending fashion with the hip hop,
Yes.
and you being able to kind of when this world ain't
so happy this is my
handy. Oh man.
Fuck your couch,
Nigga, buy another one, you rich motherfucker. Nigga.
Continue.
All right, let's take a moment to like really take in the fact that this nigga just laid the fuck out.
It's too good.
It's comfortable.
Grits and eggs, bro.
Hey man,
Comfort food. We're in the South.
absolutely.
Should have never gave you niggas money.
Niggas wear 2 shoes.
I did notice that you went 2 different red shoes.
They both black owned, man. I
Hey.
just had to do it, man. Shout out to my boy Joe Fresh Goods.
Joe Fresh Goods.
On my left foot. And then a nominate. 1989 is the brand, but my boy Chaz, man.
That's hard.
Yeah.
And then you got yours.
Well, Rome, we got my Sauconys up here. Shout out to Saucony, first of all, for you know giving the culture a chance, man. I just want to represent us right. But this is our spot built high above me there. And these are cool because they're shout out to SCAD University. They have a footwear department that's really on the come up. Support them if you can. But one of their students, she did her own custom design that we sell here in the store. Shout out to Adrian. She's also my nail tech, so she's just an overall badass.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Yams too, our other nail artists, because they're both amazing women. But yeah, man, we're in the store.
So when you go from the hip hop to the fashion world, and we talking about thriving in fashion as well, and then we get the Full Size Run because like we're not gonna not talk about it. It's one of my favorite shows of all time, bro. How do you land like there with Complex?
Right.
And then how does it feel to be like, damn, yo, my job is just to talk sneakers with people that love sneakers.
Right.
And then you get the like Matt Welty just being like the angry white man, and then Brendan just being like a fucking goofball. Like he's just naturally funny as hell. And then that relationship, how do we land on Full Size Run? It is 2017, correct?
It might be a little bit later than 2017. I did there for like 3 years. So I would say, let's say 2019.
2019. And then the finale was last year.
2023.
2023.
Yeah, because we're
damn,
25. Time going, bro.
Damn.
Time going.
Damn.
But 2019 is my most incredible year of my career so far.
Okay.
Right? Because I don't know, bro. It's just everything. Like I'm coming off of all that doubt and finally feel like my only battle in music has been to let my music catch up with my fashion. Like because I was starting from I just started music, but I've been fly.
You've been fly.
Like I told you earlier, I haven't landed in a long time.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. It's like, damn, like my image is so crazy. But my music got to play catch up because I got work to do.
The music didn't catch up to how fly you was, right?
Yeah. Accountability has always mattered to me. It's always mattered to me. And by 2019, I was like, oh yeah, nigga. I'm coming with this project in 2020. I couldn't call it the pandemic. Now we call it the pandemic, but I'm coming with this project in 2020. My music has met up with my fashion. I'm so proud of myself. Whatever, everything been an appetizer. The Trinidad that I want to be known for is coming with this project. It's called Black Filter. I did it with my boy Young Fire, who I met out in LA, and we made an immaculate piece of work, man.
Yeah.
I'm in Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler that same year.
That is a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Playing myself, which is actually a high honor in Hollywood to play yourself.
Right.
Because like most people have to play somebody else or whatever, but you're so good at being you. Like only you can play you.
Only you could be you. Absolutely.
And that's what I always tell people is like, man, I have so much humility because God has gave me so much power. Like,
that's a word,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying? Like, and it's not the type of power that traditionally people value you from. It's just a lot of character stuff mixed in the side of some great outfits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's enough.
Yeah. I mean, that is enough too, though, but also too, just like.
Oh, to answer your question, I'm sorry. You asked how I get the complex.
How do you get there?
I jump in there. I'm paying attention online, and then I see this show. Conceited is who I happen to see it from. Conceited, my guy who doesn't wildin' out, he's a freestyler.
Yeah. Battle rap.
Big shoe guy.
Yeah. Lucky motherfucker, small foot.
Fuck your foot, nigga. That's how that damn felt when he said that damn earlier. I was like, what the
Shit
hell?
kinda shook
It's my brothers and sisters, bro.
My man had to lay down.
My daddy did, bro.
He had to lay down.
So I had to lay down after that. Yeah.
I had to think about this shit for a second. Boom. Conceited small foot ass.
Yeah.
He's on this show. I'm like, damn. Okay, what the hell is this? I had a show called Camp James back in the day.
Okay.
Which was my own sneaker show that I did on YouTube. It was like 26 episodes that I shot myself. Me and my boy Halo, who was my first camera guy.
Okay.
We started a show together, sneaker show. We're called Camp James 1st and the 15th. We would drop an episode on the 1st and the 15th, and it would be about all the shoes that I picked up between the 1st and the 15th, because this when I was really getting shoes.
Yeah.
You know, just I need it, I got to get it. It's nothing, it's shoes, right?
Yeah, shoes, right.
Anywho, when I see the show, we conceded on it, full size run, I'm like, man, this feels like my show. It's not my show, but it just feels like my show. And so I reach out to one of the co-hosts and I'm like, yo, I need to be on this show. And he was like, for real? I was like, yeah. And it was like, if you get your own flight, we'll put you as a guest.
Oh, hard.
And so, boom, I got him on flight, came on as a guest, and we did an episode. I wore the big Balenciagas at the time. That's what I had on. I always remember stuff out of the shoes I have on, or the outfit.
Yeah.
And so we do it. Great episode. Boom, 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 boom. It does well on YouTube, whatever. My accountant, I made him a shoe head. Like, he wasn't a shoe head. And then if you hang around me long enough, bro, you're going to love shoes.
Absolutely.
Especially back then. Like, I make shoes feel great. Like, I know it. I'm in it. I've been in it. And I camped for shoes. He hits me up like 3 weeks after me being on the show, or maybe a month. I don't know. He was like, yo, one of the co-hosts left. And you should take his spot. And I was like, why would I want to get a job? And then he was like, no, think about it. He was,
that's not a job. Not for you.
Yeah, he was like, no, it was like, it just gives you different optics. And then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I keep being misunderstood with the blogs. They don't get it right when the write-ups, or I've been misunderstood by the blogs forever.
Right.
So the narrative is wrong because people do pay attention to what blogs say.
Absolutely.
And then what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? But it's like two different stories, like being in the court of law.
Yeah. You constantly on the
your
defense
truth
for yourself.
versus the evidence truth.
And these are trusted sources. Oftentimes too, they'll make a trusted source more trusted than the person. Like, what's a more trusted source on you than you? But it's like, nah, this is...
All right, like, I'm literally the guy who plays himself in the movie. Like,
there's
only one of me, dude. Like,
I'm the source.
I'm the source. I'm the blueprint.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to hit him up and say, I was like, yo, I hit him up, the same guy again. I think it was Welty.
Yeah.
I think I hit Welty again, like, yo, I should be the other co-host. And he was like, for real? And I was like, yeah, motherfucker. And he was like, I'm gonna talk to the big boss at the time, was a guy named I can't think of right now, but it'll come back to me. He was the man, though. Oh man, he's the man. Eat great steaks, great wine. I keep wanting
the
to call him
proverbial man.
The old co-host name is who keep pops. Rich Antonelli.
Okay.
Rich Antonelli.
That sound like the man.
Right?
Yeah. Antonelli.
You know what I'm saying? And he act like that too. Like, I'll throw you in there the fishes. He one of them type of niggas.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Okay. So boom, he's like, I'm gonna go talk to the boss and then I get back to you. He talked to the boss. It was like, look, you get a flight to come out here. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Come talk to us. I go with my boy Sergio, who's from Atlanta, big sneakerhead, an amazing director. He has a nice studio for photography in New York. He's the man, Sergio Santos.
Right.
I was like, bro, come with me to this meeting. I think he's living in New York now, actually, at the time. I was like, bro, come with me to this meeting in the complex. We go in there, and basically, I sit down in this office, and everybody come in. The owner, Welty, Brendan, the four horsemen who used to be at Complex at the time. It's my guy, who he runs Dreamville shit now, Damien. This other guy who runs Network now. It's like they all worked at Complex. It's crazy. The guy who runs GQ, my boy Summerman. They were all at Complex at the same time. I called them the Four Horsemen because now they run blogs separately, other people's companies.
That's hard.
But they started. I remember seeing them at Complex.
Right.
They all come in the room and it's like, bro, you're here. If you want this, we will give it to you. If you want this spot, because they saw the vision. They saw the optics of it's like they just lost Joe Budden or whatever, but they saw the optics of an artist doing a podcast style thing with people that are not per se famous or artists.
Absolutely.
They saw the value there, and so boom, that's how I got it.
Yeah.
And then it was beautiful, man, because it taught me the first season is us just picking at each other and just being ourselves.
And figuring out the chemistry. Yeah, because y'all did have great chemistry.
Yeah. And then after a while, it got personal with me because I'm very competitive. I'm like, I want to be a great host. I want to be, you know what I'm saying, a great, a host on the couch type situation, you know what I'm saying? To just dealing with all type of celebrities. And we end up talking 200 different people, bro. You know, Allen Iverson, Deion Sanders, just all type of people, bro.
Jadakiss, Clark Kent.
Joe Clark Kent, rest his soul.
Havoc.
Come on, bro.
Jadakiss, everybody who loves sneakers was there.
Come on, Bun B, Currency.
Everybody, bro.
So, you know.
And also, too, I will say that the thing about that show that was, great is that the host all had, y'all all have very distinct personalities, but work well together, but had great guests, guests that always made sense. I never watched the episode where I was like, this guy don't make sense being here, or he just here to promote something. Everybody there genuinely loves sneakers. Yeah. And so it did broaden my taste in shoes, because I was never a sneakerhead per se. I was just a nigga, give me some Jordans or some Nikes, I'm cool.
I got them.
But Welty is the Adidas man, so I know I can go over here and get there. Yeah, and then Brendan gonna go with a dad shoe every time.
Crazy old school.
Yeah, some real dad shit. And then recite niggas' lyrics to him. This is crazy, yeah. The show itself is just it can't be recreated. You can't do it again. It just had to be in that moment.
Yeah, and that's why...
you became a journalist in your own right.
And that's what
you was asking great questions.
That I started to become intentional about it because I wanted to become a great journalist.
Yeah.
I was after a while, I was I don't want to be picking on him no more. I don't want to be going at it with Welty no more.
Yeah.
I was I'm done with that. Whatever, I actually rock with him. I got some Adidas now. I got some New Balances now.
Right.
I rock with.
Yeah, he converted me too, man. I'm telling you,
I pay more attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Type situation. Open my taste to things I did not know about. When somebody brings more information to you and something that you're already passionate and love, you will be a fool to keep fighting against that person.
Absolutely.
Don't let your pride get in the way of value.
And we could probably draw a direct correlation from your humility in that aspect to partnership with Saucony.
Boom. You know,
because you don't think about that if you stuck in your ways and you don't listen to a nigga like Welty, who's I mean, he got the Adidas and New Balance shit on lock. Like, that's his bag.
That's his bag.
But I used to be like, because I used to fight against it too. Like, man, Welty don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Right.
But then he just always asks on some police shit like, when's the first time you flipped a pair of shoes? And it's like, he's asking the right
don't
questions.
Let logic, you know what I'm saying? Logic is logic.
He knows what he's talking about. Yeah, I think, and like I said, direct correlation, we end up here. So it's like.
Saucony. Full size run, then Saucony, which makes sense because I earned. It made sense because you'll just be a nigga collecting sneakers and label yourself a sneakerhead, or you need to turn that shit into some type of business where these sneakers need to turn into paying you. You have to turn sneakers into paying you.
Yes.
You have to, or else you just a nigga with some sneakers.
And then you got to buy storage space for all them goddamn shoes.
They're falling apart on you and you ain't made nothing.
You ain't warm.
You ain't warm. What are you doing?
Yeah, you know, I ain't gonna lie. We got to circle back. I was a little, my heart did drop a little bit when I seen you with the big Balenci's because I was like, I ain't think he would go there with the big Balenci's.
I had to.
You had to. I hated them damn shoes, man.
But that's why I was like, I love to sometimes go towards the hate.
Yeah.
Because to me, I look at it as different. I look at it as fashion. It's like.
It is all fashion.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm not scared of nothing.
Yeah.
I must see what this is. If I look stupid, if I put something on in the store and I feel like, damn, you know how many things I put down?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see me put on.
Hot take just popped in my head. We don't appreciate Westside Gunn's fashion sense without Trinidad.
Ooh. I love Westside Gunn.
I do too.
I love Westside
Gunn. Big fan. Big Griselda over here. We love them
Ratchet
niggas.
Caviar, man. Ratchet Caviar.
Yeah. Them niggas are the best.
Yeah, bro. Like, it is.
Them niggas make murder sound immaculate. Like
it's the evolution of Ghetto Fabulous.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because it's high art. It's high level art.
Love it. You know what I'm
we
saying?
love
it's
high
like
art.
Dan. Like we love that idea of like, oh, he's taking and remixing the Louis, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
People love it. It's just a thing.
Like it's like cooking crack in like a 24 karat pot.
That part.
Yeah, and we love that dichotomy. Like we love those two extremes.
You see anybody whipping dope in a gold pot? Her eyes light up. We never forget.
We like, nigga.
That's my boy. I love her.
Low key, let me try some of that crack.
Oh, here's the crack. Come out the gold bowl, baby. Put it on the table.
Yeah. Who got a stem? Oh. Somebody call my auntie. Tell her we struck gold. Tell her today gonna be the day I support her habit, nigga. Damn. We smoking that gold plated crack.
Shit. Baby.
Matter of fact, get her a gold-plated stem. Oh. Let's really do it big. What's that shit Alonzo pulled out to get the nigga wet? That shit was fire, right? All right,
so.
I'm start going into like my database of like drug references because it's in there, nigga.
It has a drug database.
Yeah. No, yeah. I was gonna access that motherfucker too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
but,
calm down, son.
I'm telling you.
Ice.
Yeah, calm down, son.
I'm telling you.
Cool this nigga down, B.
Yeah.
I see you look in your eyes, son.
No, look. You know how you got the master lock? I was finna click on that third number and really open it up.
James, please.
No, please.
James, please.
One more. All
right, James, please. All right.
I like that.
Fat boy, get comfortable.
Come on.
Because you was making me uncomfortable. I'm like, am I stiff, nigga? Do I look comfortable? Do I look like I'm having a good time?
Exactly.
So the Homework Initiative.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me.
We're here at Homework.
Yep.
And it's bigger than fashion. It's more about giving back to the community. Yes.
Homework.
Absolutely. This ain't you got the more plush. This shit is on my neck.
Oh yeah. He going through it right now, y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna sit back
look, I'm about to say, ain't go more cushion.
Oh, well shit, nigga, say less. Now, we back.
Bro.
So what is your Homework Initiative?
The biggest goal with Homework is, and it's Homework.
Homework. Oh yeah, that's the 2 M's.
Yeah, shout out to Soleil.
Yeah. Niggas can never just be.
Soleil, he gave me that bougie ass name. He said add an extra M because niggas like extra.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
So
Because we never gonna pronounce.
Yeah, I'm like Homework. Right. So Homework.
Homework, but it's Homework.
Homework. All right. So, no, our main initiative to be honest with you, is we've only done it one time so far, and it was with our first collection, is to be able to do over a school's uniform every year.
Nigga, hold on. All right.
Yeah, I just set up for that.
And took fashion full circle into like education and uniforms. All right.
So
tell me that. Tell me about that.
So that's my big goal. Everything you see here right now is just like this is a part of what's inside my brain. But the goal is to make education more interesting through fashion.
Correct.
So that's why all my pieces have some type of school-based type of thing to it. Like all my pieces have some type of, whether it's teaching you color theory, whether it has actual like a muse, like Lucia Harris or Margaret Wade or Janelle Commission or my mama's banana bread recipe. Like you can actually make banana bread off of the shirt. Like
off the shirt.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm giving you a trade. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
I'm giving you a trade. And so
it's tangible. It's not just
yes,
a t-shirt.
Exactly.
You can actually do something with it. That's
exactly
crazy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And so the biggest goal, and it's going to continue to be our goal until I start, making it happen more and more and more, is doing over schools' uniforms. On work, figuring out just how to partner with the city, really getting tapped in with APS.
Yes.
Here in Atlanta, which is Atlanta Public Schools System, for anybody that doesn't know watching this.
If you didn't go to APS, nigga, you is not Atlanta.
You nigga. Oh yeah, but and that's the thing about me that like makes it hard for corporate to work with me, because I'm still culture. I'm still passionate about just culture, but I care. My intention is in the right place, and when you present the way that I present, it's hard sometimes to get it, because
but like they
judge
can't
the cover
do
of the
it.
book,
They can't.
Yeah,
do it,
it's like I understand
what's
to.
more untrustworthy than a white man in a suit?
Break this, but we're not.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, no.
Or you could break it.
Oh yeah,
and then you're gonna buy us another one. All gold mic, and that's gonna be my mic from now on. Nobody touch my shit. All right, cool.
But no, so that's why, just in general, man, the path has been longer. My journey has been longer because I look the way I look.
Right.
You appreciate it, and I appreciate you appreciating it.
For sure.
But corporate, I scare them.
Yeah.
And I don't want to at all, because my intentions is all in the right place. I don't show up unless I could bring value to not just myself, to the other people involved.
Absolutely.
I would have never hit grits and eggs if I couldn't bring bacon and bread. You
know my God.
That nigga Cole Ice. That nigga Cole.
Oh my God.
Man, look.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Tristan, we're gonna make that a soundbite from now on.
Ooh.
Thank you for that. That was very nice. That's the rapper that came out. This ain't the fashion, nigga. That's the rap. The bar just came right off the top. So to take it full circle into we go from art to music to now the Homework Initiative, and we providing uniforms, and now you've just extended your career into infinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't subscribe to dying. I truly believe that I could live forever. If you understood how the inner me feels compared to, I guess, what the outer me looks like, I don't know. I feel like I'm 200 more years have left on this earth. Me personally, I don't know, and looking like this.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just a feeling, right?
Yeah, we need the vampire to bite you right now. Yeah.
Boom. Right.
Yeah.
And in the midst of that, making it count, it's like building once again, I'm back structuring the heart of my ecosystem.
Right.
I built out this crazy ecosystem. So all these things, like you said, take it to infinity. But if the heart not beating right, the blood is not flowing correctly.
Mm.
And so I had to come back to get my heart right, which is Atlanta.
Yeah, absolutely.
My heart. Yeah, it molded me. Can we clap it up for that? Clap it up for that. It's like, mind you, I'm born in Trinidad. I'm Trini to the bone.
Right.
But
this is where
where it molds you, that's where you're from, dog.
Absolutely.
Wherever molds you as a man or a woman, that's where you're from.
Yeah.
Whoever does it, that's your first friends.
And speaking of giving back to these students, what type of student were you?
I was everybody's friend. I won, I lost. I was top 2 for best dress, so that was always it was in the cards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Style, and it was. But the thing about it was that always wanted to be likable because I didn't want any problems. I knew that like my paperwork wasn't good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm thugging out here in high school. But people, they found a reason to attract to me, man. Like even though I wasn't born in Atlanta, and they knew that, they still respected me. You know, let me in on all the jokes, taught me all the lingo, showed me how to hustle, showed me how to gamble.
Yeah.
You know, all these things that really end up mattering to me when I got into the entertainment business.
Right.
You know, it helped me to understand what it is to like, oh, I worked at the Waffle House in an all gay community, you know what I'm saying, over in Chester Bridge.
Right.
Like my staff was gay. My main night manager, because I'm working nights, was a male presenting trans. You know what I'm saying? So, and her husband, fiance, whatever they had going on, showed up every night to protect her. And I was just like, damn, like, this is unity. Like, it makes you, when you have to see something every night, you know, some people say, well, you're just getting used to it. Yeah, that's true. But for me, I've always looked up for the human part in things.
Absolutely.
So I saw the humanity in this of like, dang, like this is what caring for somebody really looks like. This is really tough. At any given time,
love.
it can get real in here.
Hell
Anybody say something to her, he finna go off. But then he has to use his discernment of like, they don't want to go back to prison. He just got out.
Sheesh.
When I'm working there, he just got out. So like, oh, now he's showing up every night. Boom, boom, boom. Nighttime at the Waffle House is crazy. We down the street from Onyx, the strip club.
Yeah,
that's why I give the shout out on All Go Everything to the
Yeah.
strippers, because I worked in Waffle House. And I used to have these conversations with strippers at night because I'm cooking their pork chops.
Word.
And like, I'm just hearing what they're going through. We got cool because I'm a really good cook. At Waffle House cook.
Yeah.
I'm a great
short order cook.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, like I'm the man. I earned my red shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I became grill master operator, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I do that.
That good work ethic. What you talking about?
I can't scramble, so now I'm whipping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I said that to say where I've always paid attention to people's feelings, sometimes to a fault.
Yeah.
You know, I don't regret it. You know, even with when the New York situation went down and, you know, I was blackballed, you know, for saying how I felt about Atlanta and New York music. I love New York. New York loved me. Right message, right messenger also, because they say right message, wrong messenger. I was the right person to say it. We hadn't built no relationship.
Right.
So you don't want to hear it from me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you actually understand what I stand for 13 years later.
Oh, it holds weight. It holds
like,
real weight.
Like, I love you. Because I love you, I can't lie to you.
Facts.
If I truly love you, I cannot lie to you because it's going to hurt me more. Anytime I lie to somebody, it makes me feel like I'm scared of them. I don't want to be scared of nobody.
Facts.
Period. I don't care. You kill me. Or whatever, you won't say that I was scared of you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? No, because I don't want to be scared of nobody, man. And when you lie to people, that means you're scared of them. And that shouldn't be the case. And so I say that to say, whereas like, I've been through so many journeys, man, to like be here now, speaking with a brother like yourself, and just the opportunity that's still in front of me with new music, my heart, here in the store and in the city and being able to build the way that I'm building and just, well, I know my intentions is that, bro, I got to give myself grace to be thankful and, you know, clap it up for myself.
Yeah. Clap it up. Truly one of the more like unique pathways to success, especially
to say the least.
Just in life. You know what I'm saying?
God.
It's not a linear thing, but I think I'm grateful, you know, to have witnessed it and paid attention to it the whole way too, because I think the thing for me is like,
me too, goddammit. Like, thank you, nigga. Somebody was journaling the right way.
Yeah. Well, I think too, uniquely enough, it's like I was doing music when you dropped, and I was like, I'm gonna do a song with that nigga one day. But
and you end up doing a song with me.
Yeah.
Hard.
It's crazy. I always be telling people like, I'm not in the chasing business, I'm in the attraction business, right? So like
bars.
We don't have to like go after anything. It's like the better you are at being yourself, the more rooted you are at being yourself, and the more genuine you are with people. Like you gotta treat people right, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like to a fault. I always say, like, I don't let people change me. If you break my heart just broken. You know what I'm saying? But that's on you for breaking my heart.
Exactly.
I ain't break my own heart. I trusted you, and you fucked me over. But that say a lot more about you than it do about me. I'm gonna keep on being myself. Now, boundaries for sure, but I'm still gonna extend the same thing. And I think you just, no matter what, you can hang your hat on the fact that you did it your way and you was yourself the whole way.
Amen.
And hey, maybe it was like a steep uphill battle to start with, but now you smooth coasting, brother. Smooth coasting.
Nah, thank you, man. I mean, I stay a student, man. I'm still a student. You know, what I know is what I know. And so I don't have to doubt it. So I just move. But what I don't know, I stay ready to learn, man. So that I could be better in the things that I want to be better at. Like, I don't want to just have one mom and pop shop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have businesses now. I also want to drop music that's valuable to our culture.
Yeah.
You know, like the song I have out right now, My Biggest Hater.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I want a plaque for that song. That's gonna be a lot of work. But
you want
I'll
a
put in the
plaque
work.
for that song? And the first bar is, what's the manufacturer?
On that baby
maker.
On that baby maker. Like, bro, are you kidding me? Who the hell is rapping like that? Like,
must be from Virginia
Beach. She a rump shaker.
Yeah. Hey, man.
You know, so.
But you doing it your way.
Exactly, and your
and it's
way.
understood by the culture as well, and which is the most important.
Yeah, now.
Yeah,
That's the most amazing thing about this year. 2025 is the year that the culture was like, all right, man, that's my crazy cousin.
Yeah.
That's Trinidad. We fuck with him.
Yeah.
I said, Jesus, bro, 13 years? Nigga.
Yeah.
You could have did this 5 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
shit.
And 13 is supposed to be an unlucky number, but it's lucky for you.
Oh, exactly. Right? Because of my oddball ass.
Yeah.
Damn.
It seems like you putting a lot of care into work.
Yeah, homework.
Homework.
Just say homework, nigga.
I'm just gonna say homework, bro.
Just say homework.
Look, my nigga, I'm
this
trying.
Nigga here.
I'm trying, my
you
nigga.
should have saw the nigga got all queer in the waist.
Oh shit.
Nah, I tried to get French on niggas real quick. I tried to get French.
Somebody get this nigga a skinny cigarette. Anybody got a skinny cigarette?
Yo, my nigga, I would love a cigarette right now. I thought about a cigarette 30 minutes ago.
Damn.
I had to put my whole body into that shit.
That nigga said, yeah, that nigga like a 90s R&B song, dog. That was amazing, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
But I think it speaks to something that we've been speaking about a lot lately is quality over quantity. Really putting time and effort and care into things. Like the same way we would put time and effort and care into ourselves or our friends, we have to do with our establishments as well.
Right.
So aesthetically, yeah, everything looks great, but it's not a finished piece to you. This is like your own gallery, so to speak, right?
Yep.
And then you have community initiatives there, and then you want to expand it, but that starts with doing this one the right way, right?
Yes, sir. Yes. The foundation starts here. This is my Motown, to use as an analogy from back in the day, where, you know, when this is finished, like this ground zero one is finished, you know, we'll be doing content, doing what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
You know, music, like recording, and then obviously fashion is still fashion. And, you know, just expanding on that, man, really expanding on that and making it something that kids know that, like, hey, it's always going to be a place where you can rock if
Absolutely.
your intentions is right.
Yeah.
Not just because you want to get rich off a rap.
Yes,
You know,
because
that-
we are pushing the bad rappers into the trade pipeline right
Yeah.
now. as
My
we speak.
businesses, they also affect your mindset. Like, I'm a mindset type of person.
Yeah.
So I want, if you remember anything about Trinidad James, is know that I always wanted to affect your mindset in a place to put you in a winning position and not a following position.
Mm.
And you could be a follower and win, but it feels so much better to lead and win because you can do it.
Say that.
Facts.
And you living proof of it. Let's clap it up for Trinidad James, ladies.
Yeah.
Kat, you got anything?
I just want to say he took those glasses off. I thought he was gonna turn into stone. I was scared to look at him.
Yeah. Yeah. What you got coming up? Plugs, anything like that?
Oh man, what is to come? Keep doing your homework. You know, I really want to shoot my shot at some really amazing things here in the city of Atlanta. Partner with our store because like we're school based. So my goal is to make school cool. Being an artist is cool. But it's like, how do I tap in on the corporate side to bring culture, corporate, and cool together in the same space? So own work is kind of like that foundation for that. And you know, I really believe that I'm gonna pull off some really cool things, especially by the time that World Cup comes to Atlanta next summer, 2026. So like I'm already been looking at this since 2024 of like 2026, because I just believe that like if you're a true entrepreneur, and especially a creative entrepreneur, this is a renaissance year for you, and you should really go towards those brick and mortar type businesses that you're passionate about, but haven't like trusted your gut yet because you're thinking with your gut compared to like trusting your gut. It's different. When you think with your gut, you leave doubt. When you just trust your gut, you just go. So this is the year to, if you're going to jump off the roof, jump now. I would tell anybody that is like a true entrepreneur, creative, and that's what we're doing here at Homework. New music. My next projects are really good. And that's by my definition. The people that are closest to me, who I trust, and my peers who've heard my music. People have been wondering for a while, like, but why you haven't been dropping? But I really wanted to get my agency. I got an agency. We didn't get to talk about it, but in the midst of all the own work stuff and back to Trinidad James, my biggest hater stuff, that gap in between from 2020 when the pandemic hit, like I told you, 2019, the best year of my life, and then 2020 ended up being like the second worst year of my life. You know, and it was like, oh, damn, that wasn't the trajectory I saw. And I wasn't pandemic proof ready. I wasn't one of those artists whose music just spiked up in the pandemic because it did the opposite. And I had to live with that. Shout out to the people who supported James Woo Woo, which was a single off of there where I was like, I was still able to pull in 1 million views on YouTube without long form video. That was the hope that I used to just remember that, okay, I'm going to put this Trinidad flame on the shelf myself coming into 2021 because I just feel a type of way to everybody, God, people, consumers, when it came to on a personal level. But everything I'm doing for everybody else behind the scenes, I'm crushing. I'm knocking it out the park.
Right.
We had the #3 song in the country that same year. The same year my album didn't work is the same year we had the #3 song on Billboard with TikTok that we did.
Yeah.
So it's like, once again, I've always held myself to accountability and not been delusional. So that's when I just really locked into, we have our creative agency called 567 Agency. The 5 stands for change, the 6 stands for love, and the 7 stands for completion. The idea behind the business is everybody has a step 1, and they would love to go to 10, but most creatives or entrepreneurs don't want to go through the process to success, which is the 5, 6, 7, because of the journey that me and you have just spoke about from the beginning till now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, the process, we fucking. Like, I love the process. It is what it is, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? So now
the process is the fun part too.
Yeah, bro. Especially when you get the fuck out your own way.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm too depressed, it's because I won't get out my own way.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to let go of whatever you think things should be and look at how it is.
And you got to submit to the things
Submit
that are.
to the thing, bro. Submit. You know,
what things are. You really do.
Exactly. So, boom. I said that to say, where it's like we're launching a masterclass for that company second half of the year. I'm really nervous because, and nervous in a good way, but like, because we already do a lot of work without people knowing what we do. Now we're putting it out there to open it up to all artists. It's kind of like, damn, I don't want to let people down because I can't get to them, or like we can't get to them because I'm still building as a team. I got to figure out the solution to that, like maybe even partner with another agency so that we could give them clients. But it just got to be worth it because like sometimes people don't understand, like, bro, you don't need a creative agency. You need to study YouTube harder.
Right.
Because you're going to pay somebody like to teach you something that you should have taught this much of the journey
at least the
yourself.
basics. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, at this point, like that's not what this is. This like the kids that are killing it are the ones who already taught the basics themselves.
Yeah.
And even some of the intermediate hard stuff themselves.
Yeah.
Now they came into the business and were like already a good bit of knowledge, already doing their own shows and making their own money or whatever. Now it's about making better music and features.
Yeah.
Structure.
Yeah.
So
I don't think you have anything to be nervous about, brother. I think if there's a testament to anything about your career is that you're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
And you're gonna land on your feet. So
I love that you said that, and that's the truth. So, 567, the new music, Trinidad James music, and then as we just keep building with own work, man, and more businesses. When I open my pizza spot, I definitely want y'all to come in.
hell yeah, man.
Pizza on me, I guess.
Yeah, for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? Whatever. And yeah, bro, that's the main things to look out for there. I mean, it's a lot of other things down the road, but I like to focus on the now.
For sure.
For sure. And that's where I'm focused at now. Trinidad James, music to come, and music I have out right now is just like, bro, it's just I'm dropping again. It's like, whatever that means is what it means.
And then whenever you drop, holler at me, bro. We'll play it on New Music Monday for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Man, thank you for taking the time, bro. Thank you for opening up the store to us for the interview. I'm extremely grateful, man. To this is a full circle moment for me.
Hey, man.
More than
you
anything.
into my portal, man. I've been doing all my full circle moments right here.
Yeah, man.
Because I know it makes the portal stronger, and the things that we wish for inside of here, they come to life. I'm telling you, it's powerful in here, man.
Yeah, man. Trinidad James, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey! My guy. Yes, sir. Oh, man.